we're listening. And I think that the people around here, even the ones who have been hard, die-cast supporters with no questions asked about the Iraq War, are changing their ways. And they're starting to understand that we do absolutely need a plan for Iraq, and we need to change the direction there if we're going to keep this country to be the strongest country in the world. And it's because of work that David Sirota, Steve Doherty, Joel Barkin, and all of your support staff has done with state legislatures that have been able to make this happen. You know, in Montana, we had a situation for a long time where we were in the forest, we were in the minority. Folks would fly over Montana. They'd ask me where I was from, and I said I'm from Montana, and they said that's a flyover state. I would say, yeah, we're in a drought, so flush twice, we need the water. But the fact is, things started to change, and things started to change 6, 7, 8 years ago, and that's when Brian Schweitzer ran for U.S. Senate, and then again in 2004 he ran for governor, ran a very aggressive race, and he won. And we were able to take back the legislature that year, at least the Senate, and we tied in the House. And what we did, and what's so important for the state legislators that are here, and I've talked to several, and it sounds like they're doing exactly what we did in Montana. When we got in a position where we could do some good things for small business and working families, we did it. For regular folks, the people, the middle class, the folks that have made this country great, we did it, we delivered. And I think that that is simply the best we can do as people that have a vision for this country. In closing, I just want to say one thing. I always tell folks when I go home, and I've been home every weekend except for 2 since the 1st of January. And it's for another couple. It's for a couple of reasons, actually. I mean, I love Montana, and folks say to me, "Here, you go home every weekend. Why don't you stay in Washington D.C.?" And I said, "Why should I?" No, truth is, this is a great place. This is a great place. This is a great place, and there are some great people here on both sides of the aisle that work very hard. But we've got a situation here that's been going on now for 4+ years with what's gone on in Iraq, and it literally takes all the air out of every room when you're having policy discussion. And I know you had a press conference today with Leader Reid, and I've heard a lot of reports on that press conference, and I appreciate the fact that you folks did that. This war, the American people need to be told the truth about, and we're trying to do that. It's been mismanaged from the get-go. It's been done on the cheap. And quite frankly, it's come to a point after 4 years where there's still no end in sight. We have lost over 3,300 men since the president stood on that ship and said mission accomplished. $2 billion a week. We're mortgaging our kids' future, we're mortgaging our future, and it really is time for the president to get a plan so we can get our troops home as soon as possible. So with that, I just want to say thank you very much for having me here tonight, Senator Doherty, Commissioner Doherty, Chairman Doherty, whatever you go by now. Thank you very much. David Sirota, thank you. Really appreciate the work that you've done. And Joel Barkin, I thank you very, very much. It's no wonder that Representative Bernie Sanders is now a senator with you two folks helping him out. So thank you folks very much for coming. Appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Senator Tester.